everyone, and so the universal essence of the pineal gland can be considered both in terms of its physiological functions and its various symbolic significance. In this video, we are going to go over both. But before we begin, thanks for tuning in to the vibration of the sentient souls, and welcome back to all the sentient soul subscribers, and greetings to all of the new viewers, and welcome to the Rhonilg channel. I am Rhoni. And as I said, I want to thank you guys for joining in. And if you would like to influence the algorithm, go ahead and touch that little baby thumb and subscribe to the channel. It does help the channel grow. And I do appreciate the acts of generosity. And, well, if it benefits the ability to share the video to other sentient souls to watch, then I'm all for it. Now, back to the show. Okay, so first, the physiological function of the pineal gland. Okay, it is a small endocrine gland, about a pea size, of course. It is located in the brain between the two hemispheres, and its crucial role is regulating the circadian rhythms via melatonin production and secretion. Now, melatonin is essential for signaling sleep and signaling wakefulness as well. And this is done by aligning our biological clock with the natural dark and light cycles. Now, its symbolic significance of the pineal gland is it is often depicted as the third eye, which is its existence. The symbolic significance is the existence of the third eye with the pineal gland. And it represents intuition, self-awareness, and spiritual insight. It is also perceived as a bridge between the physical and the metaphysical by connecting the body to higher consciousness, to higher states of consciousness, and with the universe as well. So, in short, the pineal gland is in essence a gateway which links our physical existence to our spiritual consciousness, which is an existence, and the universal dimensions, which are in existence. I will say that again. Okay. So, the pineal gland is a gateway which links our physical existence, which is our outermost existence. That would be your physical body, your temple, your sacred place. And it links it to our innermost existence, which is our spiritual consciousness. And it also connects us to the universal dimensions, which are the different planes of existence, that being the other existence. Okay, next we are going to be talking about the pineal gland, and its fascinating correlation, which spans biological resemblance and symbolic significance. First, the biological resemblance of the pineal gland. Of course, as mentioned, the pineal gland is located in the center of the brain, and it is named after the pine cone. Now, the pineal gland structure is segmented as in scales like the pine cone, and that's due to its functions in producing and secreting melatonin. Thereby, it regulates our sleep patterns and our circadian rhythms as well. Sorry, having a little back issues there for a second. Had to fix that for a minute. Now, its symbolic significance of the pineal gland with the pine cone is that it symbolizes enlightenment, the third eye, and also the pineal gland in itself. Now, another symbolic significance is that it is found in various cultures as the seat of the soul, or the epicenter of enlightenment, and that's by sheer virtue of its connection with the pineal gland. Also, in spiritual traditions, the pine cone is represented as the third eye, again with the existence of the third eye in itself. Now, Egyptian and Hinduism ancient civilizations, they featured pine cones in a context suggesting links to spiritual awareness and the pineal gland as well. So, in short, the interconnectedness of the different ancient civilizations with regards to the pineal gland and the pine cone highlight a deep-rooted relationship between nature, spirituality, and human consciousness. Next, we're going to discuss the dual significance, okay, of the pineal gland with regards to the scientific interest and the mystical speculation regarding the pineal gland, and which has had a it's long been, let's put it that way, it's long been a subject of matter of both aspects. So first we'll talk about the scientific aspects of the pineal gland. Okay, the biological role. As stated earlier, it is a small pea-sized endocrine gland, and additionally it has direct access to the bloodstream. That's important to understand because that's the ability of it to produce the melatonin, which is the hormone to regulate the sleep-wake cycle, the sleep-wake cycles, and the circadian rhythm in itself. So the biological role, it gathers the information about the day and the night cycle from the external environments via light, and thereby produces melatonin. Now, the next scientific aspect I want to talk about is the neuroendocrine function of the pineal gland. meaning it regulates other organs. That's the neuroendocrine function, is that it regulates other organs, which attribute to the pineal gland's influence on other endocrine glands. Also, as mentioned, within the neuroendocrine function, we have the regulation of the circadian rhythm, and that's okay. You don't have to know this word, okay, but you just hear me out, okay. That the regulating of the circadian rhythm is through the I'm thinking retino hypothalamic tract. Okay. Now, just to let y'all briefly know what that is in a nutshell, okay, is I wrote this down because it makes it easier for everybody to understand. Basically, what the retinohypothalamic tract is basically the light, okay, the frequency that is responded by the retina is transmitted to the hypothalamus, which is relayed and sent to the spinal cord and transmitted to the pineal gland. Okay. And also, another neuroendocrine function is that it regulates the onset of puberty. There's something else, that I thought was a fun fact about the pineal gland, but we'll get to that towards the end. So yeah, that's just a little heads up. Now, the mystical and cultural aspects of the pineal gland. We're going to talk about that. Now, the ancient Greeks, they pictured the pineal gland as a regulating valve for the flow of pneuma, which is vital spirits, the breath of life, in the brain and the heart, causing thought and action. Now, in ancient civilizations, the Egyptians, they depicted the pineal gland as the eye of Horus, which symbolizes inner illumination. And Hinduism associates the pineal gland with the third eye. That would be by the concept of spiritual peace and discernment, i.e. the heart and the mind, or the brain, however you want to look at it. Now, a 17th century French philosopher, mathematician, and a scientist named René Descartes, also considered as the father of philosophy. Now, he referred to the pineal gland as the seat of the soul, the throne of God, the center of the brain, the consciousness of God. Now, that being said, okay, we all have a pineal gland, okay? So there's no if. So we are gods and goddesses. That being said, our consciousness is the center of our brain because we are gods and goddesses. Now, if the consciousness is the center of our brains, then with the creative mind, which is your right hemisphere, it could be safe to say that the right hemisphere is the right hand of God. I'm just saying, God consciousness, right hemisphere, throne of God, right hand of God. Let that sink in for a little while. And also our art and our literature. The pineal gland throughout history and is in various forms of art and literature, and they're often also linked to spiritual awakening and human consciousness as well. So in short, the blend of science and mysticism make the pineal gland a truly magnificent little gland. I'm just saying. And in addition, it bridges the gap between empirical knowledge and with spiritual understanding. It's like the greatest time to be alive, my friends. I'm just saying. I love it. So now we're going to dive a little deeper into the pineal gland from a perspective that you may not have reflected upon. However, now is the time for such reflection. And if you're still enjoying the video, go ahead and influence that algorithm and touch that little baby thumb and subscribe. It's free. I'm just saying. Back to the show. Okay, now we're going to talk about the pineal gland and frequencies. So, now as we mentioned, the pineal gland lights the body, i.e. circadian rhythms. And the pineal gland also gives life to the whole temple, with the temple through breathing and its direct access to the bloodstream. Okay? With your whole temple being your holy space, your physical body. Now, also, I'm going to try to make this little section as clear as I possibly can, okay? Alright, now, the pineal gland is known to have microcrystals with unique properties in addition, okay? Now, this is all a subject of scientific study. I'm just glad they're doing some kind of study on it finally. Okay. Done with the venting part. Let me go ahead and keep my opinions over here in my little pocket that I don't have. Okay. Back to the show. So, the microcrystals, they are composed of calcite, which we all know is a crystal. Okay. And the microcrystals are also indicated of having, here's another big word, you don't need to understand it, I'm going to brief it out the best as I can, okay? Piezoelectric properties. Okay, now, piezoelectric materials, they generate electrical charges in response to mechanical stresses. Okay? Now, the attributes of these piezoelectric properties of the pineal gland's microcrystals hypothesize the influencing ability that the pineal gland has in producing melatonin. So when I say piezoelectric properties, I'm referring to the role the microcrystals play in the physiological processes, okay, as a second harmonic generation or a frequency doubling, like, okay, this is kind of back in the day, but okay, photons, all right, they interact with non-linear material, forming new photons with higher frequencies of the initial photon. So what I'm saying is basically the light is going from one to the other and back. Okay? Doing its thing wherever it's doing it at, okay? This in the retina, okay, there are, I'm gonna be short when I say this, I'm not saying the whole thing, but there are ganglion cells, okay, and they contain a photopigment melanopsin, okay, which regulates circadian rhythms via transmission signals to the pineal gland. Okay, now the melanopsin is found in the ganglion cells, which are in the retina. Okay, and essentially they are for the maintaining our alignment with our biological rhythms with the natural world, meaning the natural light and dark cycles. It detects non-images of light and darkness, which synchronizes our body, and also it contributes to the reflex of the pupil in relation to light intensity or light strength, however you want to look at it. So, in addition, it influences the effects of our sleep patterns, and it also, what's the word? It also radiates, we'll just say, to our moods as well. Because we all know when someone ain't getting no sleep, they're not the happiest individual. So, in short, the presence of the microcrystals in the pineal gland in combination, okay, with the retina and its physiological processes intensify the air of mystery of the pineal gland, and which takes in light and reflects and retracts and emits said light, hence enlightenment. So, moreover, this is just bridging another gap between physical biochemistry and esoteric theories surrounding this most fascinating part of the human brain for as little as it is. I'm just saying. So now, the fun facts, okay? I'm going to try to keep this a little bit shorter because it's like 24:53 right now, okay? So, alright, the pineal gland becomes visible inside the embryo at 49 days. You know what else happens at 49 days? The distinction of the underlying structures of the male and female organs according to the sex chromosomes. That also happens at 49 days. And remember what I said, the pineal gland is a regulatory aspect of the onset of puberty. Okay, now, next fun fact. Okay, so earlier I had mentioned the Eye of Horus, and so now's a good time to bring this information up, okay? If you research the Eye of Horus, you'll notice that it faces the opposite direction of the Eye of Ra. Just saying. All right, now, within the drawing of the hieroglyphic are distinct drawing patterns that symbolize, get this, our various physical senses, okay? All right, I'm going to try my best to explain this. If you don't have the picture up in front of you, put it on pause, find it on your phone, and then, you know, look at it while I'm telling you what I'm about to tell you, okay? All right, here we go. All right, now, if you're looking at the Eye of Horus, okay, the white part of the eye, the little triangle, okay, that points to the left, when you're looking at it, if the point is pointing into the left, that aspect means smell. The circle, the eye in itself, that means sight. The curve, the eyebrow, that means thought. The other white part of the eye, the other white triangle that's pointing to the right, that references hearing. And the white candy cane light that's coming from the bottom lid, that's referencing taste. And the long line that's coming down from the lower lid, that means touch. And also, there's like a verse I wanted to throw out at you guys and let y'all, you know, go to the kitchen sink with this one too. Okay, this one is Matthew 6 in the Geneva Bible, and it's verse 22. And this is what it states. The light of the body is the eye. If then thine eye be single, the whole body shall be light. Oh yeah. I'm gonna read that one more time. The light of the body is the eye. If then thine eye is single, the whole body shall be light. In short, my friends, holding and sustaining light inside your physical body and your pineal gland supports the continual connection to your higher consciousness. That's good enough reason right there to keep your light going, honey. Right there. All right, so now, in speaking metaphorically, this is going to be a little bit longer tonight, my friends, because, but we almost done, I promise. But this might go on about like 40 minutes. Because right now we at 29:14. Okay, so, back to the show. Now, in speaking metaphorically, my body is my temple. Okay. Let's discuss our shield that we have. Okay, why don't we? All right, now. All right. The temple area. We all know the temple area. All right. Now, the temple area is, you can consider it like a fastener, okay, that connects these skull bones of yours together, okay? And the 4 skull bones that are fastened together, which is the temple area, is the frontal, the parietal, the temporal, and the sphenoid. I think that's how you pronounce it. Okay. Now, those 4 skull bones are the temple area, all right, in the context of our conversation. Now, the temporal muscle, okay? Now, the temporal muscle covers the temple area, which is what I just talked to you about, okay? The temporal muscle is also used for chewing. What we put into our temple. We use our temporal muscle to put the fuel, food, whatever you want to call it, into our temple, our physical body. Okay? Now, meaning we should honor our body as sacred places. What we humans practice with to communicate with God, the source of all. We use our temple as a light being to talk to the source of all, however you describe your source. Okay. Now, also, it's important to accept that we are spirits first and physical second. That's very important to grasp, okay? Also, we need to appreciate that our spirits dwell within this physical body, this temple that we have been gifted with. And we need to treat this temple with respect and not bring any disharmony to it. Okay? Now, let's talk about the I and the my body statements in conjunction with the pineal gland, okay? Now, the pineal gland in this video is identified as the center of the brain. That's the I part, okay? Now, when we say I, we are referring to our inner being. And with the inner being the observer controlling the physical body that we house. Okay? Now, when we say our body, we mean mine, as in my body, my arm, my foot, my nose. Not I. Okay? Not I. Not your inner being, not your I. So, the body, okay, you house the temple, okay, the physical body, is the sacred place, the seat of the soul, the throne of God, your inner being, your soul, your light being, to operate with on this physical planet during this time and space for your reality. All right, I'll say that one more time, but I'll leave some things out. It might make it easier, okay? So the body you house is the sacred place your inner being operates with on the physical planet during this time and space, during your reality. It's pretty much that simple. I'm hoping y'all got that. But in short, if you keep your sacred holy space, the temple, the physical body, and you enter into the most holy place, the pineal gland, the center of your brain, if you keep your sacred holy place, okay, your physical body, you need your heart to have your body, okay? So if you keep your sacred place, okay, that was so wrong, it's so over here. But I'm using this hand. Okay, okay. And you enter, and if you take your holy place, you enter into your holy, Jesus Lord. This is a long video. I'm almost done. I'm trying to get this out correctly. Bear with me, because I know it's all jacked up, but it's okay, because I still love you, and I know you still love me. So we're going to start from the beginning. Okay, so if you keep to your holy space, okay, if you just share your own love, and you enter into your most holy place, your mind, in conjunction with your heart, your two angels will watch over you, your hemispheres. Remember the right hand of God, the right hemisphere? All that for all that nonsense that I just went through. Ain't that some shiz? We'll say that. Ain't that some shiz? Okay. Alright, so now, how can you activate your pineal gland, the third eye? Okay, there are a few ways that you can easily get this done. Number one being meditation, my friends. As much as you might not like to hear that, I'm just saying, you get your heart and your mind, you become one. That's meditation, my friend, and it does work. It calms the mind, and it aligns your energy with the pineal gland, because that's what meditation is all about. Okay, sun gazing. You can do it during sunsets, sun rising. I'm just saying. Qigong, which is an ancient Chinese practice, and it involves movement, breathing, and meditation, and it balances and cultivates the energy. You can use brainwave entertainment, such as binaural beats, isochronic tones, and both of those support states that are conducive to activating the pineal gland. And a last one is you could get a life activation via Rhoni, which will rejuvenate and stabilize your physical body systems. It will bring about more potential through new energy healing that you receive. It will open dormant skills for more effective creativity and vigor. You'll experience a more defined connection to yourself and the divine. And you will embody a clearer alignment of what your purpose in life is about. So, in short, if you are desiring some form of meditation or guided meditation, or interested in receiving a life activation or any other services with regards to my healing modalities, you can contact me on the link that is in the description box. Pick your choice and get in contact with me, and we'll chit chat. Yay! And also, it's important to approach the practices that I just stated above with an open mind and a sense of personal well-being. Additionally, consulting a healthcare professional is advisable before engaging in any activity that you normally do not do. Okay? Don't hurt yourself is what I'm trying to say, friends, alright? And now the link between the pineal gland and spiritual experiences is not yet scientifically proven. It's a work in progress, my friends. That's all that matters. Now, moreover, the pineal gland's role in enlightenment is also a subject of personal belief and interpretation as well. Other than that, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I know it's going long, my friend, but if you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. As I said, it's free. Anytime any day of the week, it's free, my friends. Go ahead and leave me a comment, and I appreciate my sentient soul subscribers and, any new viewers who came on in to listen. I appreciate you too. And you should become a subscriber like the rest of us sentient souls, and go ahead and light up that little thumb, because it's like really cute when it lights up. Also, I anticipate you guys did learn something, and if you did, go ahead and leave what it is that you learned in the comments, or let me know a different perspective that you engineered as a result of listening to these wonderful words, and let me know what those are. And other than that, if something opened your mind to a new perception, feel free to let me know that too. However, the night is over, my friends. The day, the morning, whatever time it is that you're listening. So I want you to know, take it into account, my friends. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with others. And always be the standard that you know you are, which are gods and goddesses. Go on and say it out loud. I am a god. I am a goddess. God hired me, and no one can fire me. Okay, I know, Maji T, that's yours. And I love that. I have to admit that. I do love that. Anywho, my friends, just know that you're gods and goddesses, and I love you, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Other than that, over and out, friends. Ciao for now.